Oh my goodness. Putting it all together, decorating it, organizing it. I'm just really excited to have a pool house. Brandon went today and got this sliding door, which is exactly what I was wanting for this space. Do I want him doing that? No, but can I stop him? It's not going well, so here we are. And we have some progress going on. You're splashy.
Yes, I am.
Look at your hair in your face. Also, our little Frigidaire refrigerator has come out of its packaging, and as of today's grocery order pickup, now has all kinds of freeze pops in it. I'm very excited to go from having this little tiny window, hand for reference, to having that giant space. We're on project Don't Let the Window Fall to Its Death out here. Window is in. Yay. Look at the difference from that little thing to that big window. While I was away today at work, the boys were home playing. No, not really, they weren't playing. Brandon had a friend from work help him deliver home our pool shed. Or we're calling it a pool house. So here it is in all of its glory. This is its forever resting place. This is where it's going to stay. And we are planning some modifications for it. I would really love these front doors to be a sliding glass door instead of these barn doors. But for now, this is fine. I would also like to replace, there's a window here and the same size one, like a mirror image on the other side. And I would like to replace those with bigger windows. And I probably wouldn't like go through the effort of doing that, except for the fact that we already have larger windows on hand from when we had the garage built. We had to take some windows out on one of the ends of our house. And I'm very excited about this. So this is our next big house to home project, is sprucing up this pool area, beginning with this very beautiful pool house. And then we have our pool, which is green and needs help, and we're working on it. And then this is kind of the area around our pool. We had some stones here and we had like a little retaining wall kind of, but we took all of that out in preparation to deliver the pool house because we knew that it was going to get driven on. As you can see, some tire marks here, and those stones probably would have gotten cracked. I'm going to open the doors in just a moment to show you the inside, but before I do that, I'm going to finish showing you the outside, and I also wanted to share a little bit more about how this pool house came to be. So here's the other side. We are going to stain it to match our house, and that's why we chose this log siding, was to match our house, and also explain why it came with doors and windows that weren't really our top choice. So we were able to get this through a program at Brandon's work where essentially we pay about half the price of materials and we don't pay anything for labor. So we got a super great price on this shed, and that is the reason that we purchased it. Ooh, I like that this window in the back is bigger than the windows on the sides. And I actually think the windows on the sides don't open, so that is definitely gonna have to get changed out. But that is why we purchased it, because it was at a really great price. And the reason that it happens that way, let me keep showing off the back so you have something to look at while I'm blabbering. Brandon wants to build a little like awning, or not awning, but a little, some sort of coverage off of this structure to cover the pump. We'll probably, maybe, depending on the hosing, push the pump a little more over there. That way it will be under coverage during the winter months and such. We already have power out here. This was here when we bought the house. So that is all ready to go, and that works out nicely, one for the pump, and then also because we would like to put, oh, it's just dirty. We would also like to put some string lights out here. But anyway, the reason that we were able to purchase it at the great price that we got it at is because the college where Brandon works, they have a building program, and so they use their students to build these structures. So their students are getting experience, and then they sell them at a lower cost than what the materials cost, because you can't make money off of students' labor. So anyway, if we were to buy this outright and have somebody build it for us, it would be several $1,000s. We paid under $3,000 for it. So feeling very fortunate that we were able to make this happen, and that's why we're willing to do the modifications, because there are a few things you can customize, like the siding and kind of the windows, but not what we were looking for. Otherwise, it's pretty set on the specifications so that each group of students is getting a really similar experience. So that's why we're gonna go ahead and do the windows ourselves and the door. Now, let's open it. This is an 8x12 structure, and I'm just very excited. We were shed, I guess they call them, number 1, which also unfortunately meant that it needed to come out of the school last because it was the first one in and being built. Oh my goodness. We just have a really nice amount of space in here, and I'm so excited about it. Oh, I don't know how I open that door. Oh, that hasp thing up there. I'm gonna just let that be for now. I don't really want to come in here with dirty feet, not to say that it's like perfectly clean. Oh, look, there's our last name, number 1, Bishard. It's definitely not perfectly clean, but I would like to not add any dirt to it. So this is what our interior looks like. It's just a nice raw space. I think it's going to be wonderful to have some larger windows in there and just to be able to decorate this space however I see fit. My vision at present, we will see, I'm gonna try and get this door to stay open and not lean on me, but I don't know. Still needs to be leveled out a little bit. No, it's not, I'm gonna have to hold it. Anyway, also, let me give you a better view. So my vision at the moment is a little like round table with just 2 chairs that I would like somewhere in here, maybe that corner, or maybe along the back wall, not entirely sure yet. I would also really love to have a little mini fridge out here so that I can stock it with beverages and some kind of shelf system so that I can also put some snacks out here. And that way, when we are enjoying the pool, we're not very far from getting ourselves a lovely drink or snack, if that is what the kids or one of us is desiring. And then with the remaining space, I want to leave it pretty open. I would like to have some kind of like hook system or like a line that I can maybe clip from one side to the other so that I could hang towels and bathing suits and things in here to dry. I might change my mind on that and end up wanting to have the hook system somewhere else, like outside, so it can dry and drip outside, and then just move everything inside once it's dry. We'll see. I also would like room for the pool toys, the pool noodles, floats, all that stuff, so that we can be keeping it safe and pollen free and just making sure it's not blowing away when we're not using it. So I think we have a lot of space to be able to do all the things that I would like to do, and probably then some. I'm envisioning like some kind of, almost like a workout mat, you know, those ones that hook together. They have them for kids to play on, so it's a soft surface, something like that that's really easy to clean, that's waterproof, to put down for flooring in here. I think it would be inexpensive. I think it would look decent and just kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. And then I don't really foresee us doing much to the walls in here, maybe ever, but not this summer at least. I really would just like to get the windows replaced, get the door replaced. Look how much light is coming in, even with those little windows. And then if these were sliding glass doors, then that would be lovely too. So those are the plans. And then get the stones back out here, like the pavers, figure out if we're still putting a retention wall in here or what we're doing with that, and get the lights strung around the pool, figure out something with those steps that are really falling apart. They've seen their day. They've been here since we bought the house 13 years ago, and I don't know how long they were here before that. So it's their time to go. But this is our structure. This is the beginning of our pool house. I'm very excited to take you along for the journey of putting it all together, decorating it, organizing it, figuring out exactly how we would like to keep everything in it and how we would like to use it and all that sort of thing. But it's home, so I figured I would give you, oh gosh, I'm just backing up and not paying attention to where I'm going, so I almost tripped on that. Figured I would give you a look at it in its infancy, really not infancy, I guess, because some students have taken lots of time to build it. Up until this point, they spent a whole semester building it, but infancy in terms of being here, home on our property, because now that it is in our hands, we're able to customize it to our likeness and add in the things that we would like to have in there. I'm just really excited to have a pool house. I would also love to have a little changing tent in there so that people could easily change, or maybe have the tent in there, but we can take it out here when people want to use it, or I don't know, we'll see. But we do have a changing tent. I think it's going to get stored out here is my bottom line. And I'm just really excited for the possibilities. So more to come, but that is what's happening for now in this next portion of our House to Home series. Updates are happening. Brandon went today and got this sliding door. We found one that was a great fit. Very excited about it. It's the Pella brand, so hopeful that it will be a wondrous door for us. And he also stumbled, oh, okay. Very nice. Well, I was gonna go in there and show you, but he shut the door on me, so we'll just have to get close. But can you see it back there? It is a mini fridge that has a separate freezer and refrigerator part, which we'll get it, which is exactly what I was wanting for this space, because there are going to be some things we want to keep in the freezer, like freeze pops or something that will want to stay really cold. And so I didn't want one of those mini fridges that just had a little corner freezer part. I just didn't think that would be quite as effective. So found this at Walmart for $100. It's a Frigidaire. Wow, that's a good price. 7.5 cubic feet. So there's our fridge for our pool house. So we've got our sliding door going in. We've got our pool house refrigerator. The kids are currently enjoying the pool. Brandon was just showing me this crab thermometer that he got. He was saying he couldn't resist. Pool's about 75 degrees at the moment. We're clearly still working on getting the pool perfectly clean, but it definitely had a lot of junk in it because we did not really...
Well, we just had all that wind.
Oh, yeah. No, I just meant like that the water's not totally clear yet, but we did not, hold on, we did not properly close it up in the fall. It didn't have any kind of cover on it, so there's a pile of leaves and things that happened.
We didn't open it last year, so.
Properly didn't? How about didn't properly? We did also buy the screen that goes with this slider so that we'll be able to have just the screen on like that. And I am looking into a little table and chair set. I'm just very excited. We've got big plans. On the side, we want to hang a hook on either end so that things like this big long pole can be stored up there. There's no need for that to be stored in the house, maybe in the winter months, but not in the summer. So I'm just really looking forward to getting this area a lot more functional and manageable. Hank over here is just licking all the water off of the wrapping to the door. Do I want him doing that? No, but can I stop him? It's not going well, so here we are. We are also clearly going to be working on this patio area and around the pool still, but one thing at a time. So here's the progress update for now. A new day, new projects. Not really new projects, but a continuation of this project. The wild ones are in the pool, per usual. They love the pool, and for that I am thankful. And we have some progress going on here at the pool house. The door is in. I think the last time I was filming over here, the door was also in, but now the trim is back on. We had a little bit of complications with that, and you can see up in the corner, it ended up snapping because it had been built all in one piece. So if you were not already familiar, not sure how I'm ended up cutting these vlogs, so I don't know if my explanation of the original structure will be in this portion, but in case it's not, just really quickly, if you want to know more, check out if there is a first one, the first one to this series. But this was originally a shed that was built by students at the school where Brandon teaches. He teaches at the college level and not in the building construction department, but we were able to put our names on the list to get one of these sheds, something that employees can do at the college, and it was our turn to get one. So we got to pick the siding, but otherwise it comes pretty standard. These were the doors that were on it. We chose to switch it out with a slider, and we're also switching out the windows. So the original size of the windows was that. There's one that size here and the same exact thing, mirror image on the other side. Not terrible. They don't open. You know, if you're just using this truly as a shed, then not a big deal. But you're wild. Then not a big deal. But since we're using this as a pool house, we opted to put in larger windows. And we're being as resourceful as we can because wild man again. Hello. Yeah.
In the pool.
In the pool. Here it is.
I don't want this on anymore.
You're splashy.
Yes, I am.
Look at your hair in your face. I don't know where the window went now. Might be inside. Oh yes, there it is. But we have these two windows. We have this one here and then another one that's identical to this that came out of our master bedroom when we added our garage and our new master suite onto our house. So we are repurposing these windows. They're by Matthews Brothers. We really like them. We've liked them a lot. We have all kinds of these Matthew Brothers windows in the house now. Not in the addition, but in the original portion of the house. We couldn't get them for the addition because they were back ordered. But we like them a lot, so they're going in here. And that sliding door is a little fancier than I needed it to be. It's a Pella door, so it should be good quality and stand up to the test of time. I was okay with something a little less quality, I guess, just because we aren't insulating this space or anything like that. But since this is kind of a smaller opening, we were not able to find a ton that size. So this window will provide lots of viewing to the pool and what's happening in that space. Also, our little Frigidaire refrigerator has come out of its packaging, and as of today's grocery order pickup, now has all kinds of freeze pops in it. 250, I think, to be exact. Look at all those freeze pops. They are definitely nowhere near frozen yet, but they just went in moments ago. We have some of these little Outshine popsicles, and then we also have these little Luigi's Italian ices. And then in the lower portion of the refrigerator, all the beverages that anyone could want. I've got my poppies. Brandon and Eli really like these ruby red grapefruit seltzers, and then we have all kinds of water. So drinks on the bottom, some cold treats on the top, and that's what we've got going on in here at the moment. We'll probably end up adding a few other things as time passes, but that's where we are for now. And Brandon is working on getting the window into this space. He's framing it out so that the window can go in, because that little tiny framing obviously was not going to support this size window. So I'm very excited to go from having this little tiny window, hand for reference, to having that giant space and a window that opens. So those are the current updates on what's going on in here. We've got some string lights that are going to go around the pool Once we get posts in, they'll go all the way around the pool. Got the pool chemicals in the corner. I am currently looking on Amazon. Ooh, windows going in. I'm currently looking on Amazon for a little table and chairs that I would like to add to this space, and a few shelves. Shelf here, I think, and one on this side. This side will be for pool chemicals and pool related things. And I think this side will be towels and goggles and that sort of thing, is my current vision. Like a glove. Look at that. Is it not in far enough?
Oh, it's not in far enough.
Oh, okay. Oop. Do you need assistance? What can I do to assist? Stand on the outside and catch it?
Yeah, possibly.
Stand on the outside and catch it. Okay. We're on project. Don't let the window fall to its death out here.
Never clean the caulking out of the.
You're not supposed to put it in from like outside in?
Oh, it's a replacement window.
Oh, right. You're sweaty. You're sweaty. Window is in. Yay. Look at the difference from that little thing to that big window. Wow. And this one opens, which will be lovely. Oh, so fancy.